Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. Before we go on with today's video, as usual, all I ask is for you guys to hit that thumbs up right here. Up, because a lot of people still isn't hitting that thumbs up. But it will help the channel go a long way, but also it will help bring recognition to Neo. Also, as usual, I will post the link to that Facebook Neo group that our very own subscribers Zahir and I started on there, and we're keeping it a strictly Neo bull group, and a lot of nice information already being posted on there. So I encourage you guys to join it. I'll leave the link in the comment section. Again, this is going to be a short video, but I want to start off by saying I called it. Now other YouTubers are going to report on it, but I called it. I said, as the Biden administration were blocking Chinese EV companies from coming to America completely, saying that their software would spy on Americans, forget the 100% tariff, they went further to block us completely. I said, Donald Trump is a businessman and he's going to do things differently. No president is going to do everything the way you want them to do it. But when you vote, it should be based on a lot of different things, right? Stopping of wars, your pockets, how it affects your pockets, etc., etc. Even social issues, moral issues. But anyway, so Trump just announced that if Chinese companies or any company from throughout the world that don't build in America, if they start building here, they will get very low taxing. But also, if they don't build here, they will face tariffs, but he didn't say how much. But I also said that if he pushes these Chinese companies and other companies away, Europe and the rest of the world will be pushed into China's arms, which we see already starting. One of my subscribers from Canada sent me a text message showing it has started in Canada, where they're saying buy Canadian. And if it's America, put it back on the shelf. And this is something that I foresaw coming. With them getting rid of little Justin Trudeau, it will be very interesting to see what the other prime minister in Canada do when it comes to trade with China. You already saw Ursula von der Leyen, that vampirous-looking, weird-looking thing, who is in charge of the EU, is now saying that they need to negotiate in better faith with China and blah, blah. Her tongue is twisting in her mouth. And as Neo races towards profitability, yes, you heard that right, races towards profitability, Trump also says that he will demand that interest rates drop immediately. Well, what does that mean? It means a lot of the small cap companies are going to skyrocket up. As we just based on that announcement, we saw SoFi hit records high again, over $17, and we shall expect that trend to continue. It's a stock that I'm not selling no time soon. As Nikola CEO leaves as the EV maker, just like Canu prepares for bankruptcy, but this was to be expected, and a lot more going to fall by the wayside. Emperor William Lee spoke about this a while ago. This year and up until 2027 will be pivotal. What happens when there is lack of competition? Without competition in America, there is no incentive to innovate, and there is no incentive to go green, to go forward with the green initiative. Well, we see higher prices, just like in America. Tesla is to raise prices of all models in Canada because, again, there's no competition. If there was Chinese competition there with the Envoy and different things, do you think he would be able to do that with a better technology at a cheaper price? No, he would not. So this is what happens when you stop competition. When you try to kill the competition, Justin Trudeau shot himself in the foot. And with no pressure in America to go green, Nissan scraps plan for compact EV production in the US. They were planning to have a compact EV. They're scrapping that because there's no pressure to go green. NIO has now 4,323 charging stations. Yes, I just checked the charging map. We just added more again. We had 4,319 yesterday. Don't be surprised if we see more again, if we go up more than 4,323 by the end of the day, as we're trying to prepare for all of the partnerships that are using our charging stations now. And with the rush of the holiday season, Trump pushing the EU and the rest of the world into China arms, just like I predicted. But also, we could see Chinese companies building here. It is possible because Gotion keeps buying up property. It's a battery maker over there in California. We know NIO already has property in California. So unlike the Biden administration that was saying, you can't come here even if you build here because of your software, the orange line is saying, come and build, you will get the lowest taxes in the world. And Trump is also emphasizing on infrastructure. Something that Emperor Lee and China is already way ahead on. NIO sees over 100,000 battery swap services in a single day. And I talked about that on my short video yesterday because I saw it. Now CNEV Post is mentioning it. And a lot of it is due to the holiday season. Over 100,000 per day. But after the holiday season, and as Cherry and Chang'an and the rest of them start building battery swap enabled models to use our stations, and as Onvo keeps ramping up, even Firefly, they're going to have their own battery swap stations. How much battery swaps per day do you guys think we'll be doing in the future, in the near future? Say by early next year, we will be doing well over 100,000 per day. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Yes, a lot of money is coming our way. Also, I've said this and I'll say it again. All of our new platform models that are coming out this year is going to be using a lot of our in-house developed technology, like Skyos, the God chip, a lot of different things, the chassis, and it's going to help improve our margin dramatically. This is why the CEO said profitability massive. It will be massive and it will be sudden. It will blow people out the water. So NIO offered 103,919 battery swap services on January 23rd as peak travel arrives ahead of the Chinese New Year holiday. So, a lot of them, they're going back to their family and stuff like that. NIO currently has 3,064 battery swap stations in China, of which 955 located along highways, strategically located. NIO saw battery swap services it provided exceed 100,000 in a single day as the travel rush ahead of the Chinese New Year holiday arrives. The company offered 103,919 battery swap services on January 23rd, according to information it shared on Weibo today. Now, we also know there's going to be a slowdown on sales due to the Chinese holidays, but we'll be making revenue still. How is that? Phone sales, battery swapping, charging. When the rest of the EV industry is just going to mine for the gold, we're selling the shovels, my dear lads. We're selling them the horses to go find the gold. So we will continue to make profit during the holidays while others panic. More than 80% of the power added to vehicles by NIO users on the highway came from battery swap services, it said. But I thought they said, just stick to making cars, the short said. Forget battery swapping. It's cash burn, it's a waste, and some clowns still say that. But more than 80% are using battery swapping. And with Onvo, we're going to see the same thing. With Firefly, we're going to see the same thing. And now with that commercial, NIO is spreading awareness on Weibo, free social media, which most young people use in China, Weibo and WeChat, to bring awareness. So what do you guys think will happen as we continue to bring awareness? More and more people are going to use battery swapping. We saw the Chinese government throwing their weight behind it now to regulate it, understanding it's here to stay, and to help with the research and development. The travel rush associated with holidays in China is typically the busiest period for charging facilities, including NIO's battery swap stations. Let me say that again. The travel rush associated with holidays in China is typically the busiest period for charging facilities, including NIO battery swapping stations. So as we pull into swap and little Kwang Li pulls in to charge, we'll be waving to him as we drive away in less than 3 minutes while he freezes in the cold. What do you think he will do later on? Yes, he'll be trading that car in quickly to UXIN and trying to get another NIO car. On October 9, 2024, NIO said it saw more than 100,000 battery swap services in a single day on October 9th. During the National Day holiday, the first time the service reached that milestone. Now we're over 100,000. With China upcoming New Year holiday January 28th to February 4th, now just days away, people working in big cities usually return to their hometowns ahead of the holiday. Domestic inter-regional travel would reach about 9 billion trips during this year's New Year's holiday. 9 billion trips, Chinese transportation authorities had said. As of today, NIO has 3,064 battery swap stations in China. The company also has one of the largest charging network in China. And I've always spoken about that. I do shorts every day. Thanks to Money Making, Melvin giving me updates if I forget to check the charging map. He's down in Florida. He's a mechanic actually, and he's heavily invested in NIO because he understands. Like I said before, he changed out more than once defective batteries. I wouldn't call the name of the brands to get him in trouble. And he was ticked off of how long it takes to remove it and the process using a forklift and different things. This is how he knows that NIO is the only way, and battery swapping is the only way going forward. So it says the company has one of the largest charging network in China, bringing in dedicated revenue, comprising 2,000. Well, it's actually more than that now. It's 3,994 charging stations, offering 13,118 charging piles. It's more than that now. NIO's charging network is open to all brands of electric vehicles, and several brands have partnered with it over the past year to provide better service to their customers. We opened it up because most of our owners use battery swapping. So, for the Stone Age, Flintstone type mentality, we have charging stations for them. It is also trying to make the battery swap service a cloud-like service, offering for other brands to use. NIO has announced multiple partnerships with other brands on battery swap, though details are lacking. Cloud-like service. Remember I said that, cloud-like service. Battery swap enabled models built by Chery brand Exceed in partnership with NIO would be available in the third quarter of 2025, according to an image shared by an auto blogger earlier this month, reportedly from Chery annual media conference. And NIO did not debunk that. Chang'an has also said they're very close to releasing them. So this is why I know we are on the right ship from day one. I bought into this company the day they came on the stock market. And I started buying for my son in the $30 price range and kept averaging down. He's now down in the $7 price range. But why? While the uneducated investor, I shouldn't even call them investors, poop in their pants and say, oh, I've been holding the bag for 2 years. I've been holding the bag for 3 years. Tesla, dog poop, cat poop, rat poop, guano, bat poop, and buffalo poop Tesla stayed under $5 for 18 years until they became profitable. Now they are falling by the wayside as we see them losing market share worldwide, and that trend will continue to happen as they have now turned into a meme stock. Just like Kanu, when Wall Street was saying it's a buy, and now they're going bankrupt 1 month later. Same thing is happening again. Wall Street is saying Tesla should be 500. Excuse me, guys, knowing fully well that they are losing market share and there's no reason for that justification. And people are buying a percentage of a share. This is why I've always said, if you found this video to be informational, inspirational, and motivational, guys, on a Friday, do not forget to hit that thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level as to how the game is played in Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.